Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel that is Science Unlocked, and here we are with another module for Class 5 playlist. The topic that we are covering today in this module is forests and wildlife. So here we will going to learn in detail about forest and its relation with wildlife. The very first thing about forest is this, that how you will going to differentiate it with the rest of the trees. So when it comes to this differentiation concept, all we need to take care of is the density of the trees which are present in that particular region. So we can say that any particular region, if covered with trees, will be considered as a forest if it will going to have a thickly covered region with trees, and the variety of trees can be any kind of variety. Now from ancient time only we all know this particular fact that forests are something that has provided a lot of resources to the early human, and it has acted as a preserver, or you can say protector of the weather that we have. On the other side of it, it has provided lots and lots of wood and other forest resources, so that the early man could have lived properly and survived easily in the forests. Now, apart from these basic things, there are certain modern uses of forest that we all are using for. The very basic thing and the very important aspect is that they act as a lungs to the environment, because they clean up the air that we are breathing in. On the other side of it, it is a particular habitat for the variety of wildlife. So all the wide variety that we observe around us is something because of the um, something which is the important aspect that we have over here with us. It is all because of the forests that we have. Now this is something, this particular part, I mean the forests are something which will going to prevent the soil erosion, because the roots will going to act as a soil binding agent which will not allow the water and wind to move away from that top layer. Now apart from being the lungs of the environment, they are responsible for the rainfall as well, because the process of transpiration that takes place from the leaves, where the evaporation of water takes place from the leaves, it actually helps in adding up the steam or water vapor into the atmosphere, so that it can help in the process of rainfall. Now there are many other things that we can quote up over here, but let's quote a few more things which are used by the modern people to a very wide scale. And paper is something that we cannot go without. Obviously digitalization is taking place, but still paper is still something which we require on day to day basis. Apart from paper, there are certain other economical uses where you talk about different set of oils, different set of products that we are getting, whether we talk about raisins, we talk about rubber, we talk about bamboo, timber, various other things we can quote up over here. Last but not the least is the medicinal usage, which was being used in the ancient time and now carry forwarded to the modern time as well. Now, because we are talking about the importance of forest and we are learning about forest in detail, we cannot forget or we cannot leave behind the concept of forest people or the tribes. Now, when we talk about the diversity of tribes, of course, India is a place where the diversity is not only in terms of flora and fauna, but also the kinds of people who are living over here. And tribes are nothing but the same set of people who differ from each other with respect to their culture, language, costumes and customs, religion, and everything. Now these people play an important role, not in terms of variety or diversity, but in terms of the fact that the products that they have been using for themselves, that has acted as a resource for the urbanized people too. Now which are the products which the tribals are using? It is going to be food, wood, medicinal usage that we cannot forget about. Then there are other products as well. Then we have lots and lots of spices. Then we have lots and lots of building material too. So there are multiple things upon which this particular tribal set of people are dependent on forest for. Now again, if we are looking into the forests in detail, we are talking about the tribals. How can we forget discussing about the holy place which they believe in, that is the sacred groves. Now these are actually patches of forest land which are dedicated to a particular deity or a village god, because of which the region becomes very much holy and very much important in terms of the worshipping factor for the tribal societies. Now, because the tribal society is a society which is dependent on nature, they worship nature a lot with the help of, or you can say through, the sacred groves. But the majority of plants and animals which will going to be their deity will going to be people, banyan tree, neem tree, then we have elephants, monkeys, snakes. There are other ample number of plants and animals which can be quoted over here, but these are the ones we'll be focusing in detail about. Now, these particular sacred groves are actually a patch of land which is to be believed by these people, I mean the tribal people, that this particular place will going to bring prosperity, goodness and health and peace to the tribe, and that is why this particular place is worshipped on every special occasion with lots and lots of decoration over here. Last but not the least, that how exactly the sacred groves act as an important aspect for the urbanized people. Now these are the places where you cannot cut down any tree, you cannot kill any animal. So these places will going to act as the preserver, or you can say as a conservation phenomena, because these people, the tribals, will not going to allow any kind of hunting, any kind of deforestation over here, which will going to promote the conservation of forest. With this, we have completed one specific aspect over here, that is related with the um, forests in detail. Now rest we will going to continue in the next session. So till then, take care and keep learning.